Hey, what's up guys? I'm gonna do a quick video, probably just do like 3 battles, maybe 4 if the queues pop fast. The meta's back to normal now that Pet Battle Week is over, so I'll see where I can get away with queuing, but I might have to play some stronger teams. Got Anomalous, definitely seeing a lot of Anomalous in the meta right now. Death Adder to Wicked Soul. This is gonna be really tough. I think I'll start with Jingles. I definitely can't afford to start with my Renishu Runt if he brings in the Wicked Soul. Didn't want to go for Minefield because if I go for that and then he blinds me and then swaps immediately, my Minefield will miss. So I'm blinded, I may as well swap here. Okay, he's going to bring in the Wicked Soul. Now, Renishu Runt isn't really that great against any of his pets. I mean, I do strong damage against the Rose Typin, but I'm slower, so he can always just blind me. I'm kind of thinking, as counterintuitive as it sounds, I might just want to go for, I might just want to soak the Haunt on my Renishu Runt. Throw up Swarm of Flies. And then I'm going to die to Haunt and Poison Protocol, so I may as well stay in now. If he goes for Toxic Fumes, I'd kind of like to change the weather, so I'm going to see if I can predict that. He went for Corrosion. Alright. So I'll probably die here. But in case I don't, I'll go for Zap. Let's see what happens here. I'll definitely die if he goes for either of these two moves. I don't know what he has in this first slot, but we're not going to find out because we're definitely going to kill him before he has a chance to either do more AoE or change the weather on me. Yeah, he's actually just going to die to Swarm of Flies. Alright. I think I'll bring in my Beast. We'll go ahead and... Let's see here. I think I should go for a Pounce. Most likely. Fortunately, I am faster than his Wicked Soul with my Undead, so that's a pretty good matchup. Alright, we're blinded. He's just gonna die to Dots, so I will, or to Swarm of Flies, so I'll probably just stay in. No, we can't do that. If we stay in, he's gonna kill us with Puncture Wound, because we are poisoned from Anomalous still, so we have to bring in the Maw Crawler. And we'll see if he can get us a game-winning stun. If not, I think it's a draw, but we'll see. It depends on how hard he hits us with Shadow Shocks. Go ahead and take him out with Gifter of the Winter's Veil. It doesn't really matter whether we go for Pounce or that. Alright, he got a low end, so that's good. I don't think he can kill us unless he crits. I mean, even if he crits, because of his Undead Racial, so we'll throw out the Booby Trap Presence for the lulz. Got him, barely. Close game. Like I said, tough meta now that the Critter Week's gone, so we'll probably have to play some better teams. That's not a fantastic team, but it hasn't lost yet. Jingles plus the Maw Crawler is a really strong combo. And then the Renishu Runt does alright because, you know, you can, depending on what you're fighting, go for buffing your Booby Trap Presence with Call Lightning, and then I just really like the Renishu Runt. He's a lot of fun. I still haven't really settled on my favorite pet for this combo. I have tried a few pets. Let's see, let's just do Maw Crawler. Alright, so I really like the Stormborn Wildling, but I've only played it once because I just don't really just haven't tried it that much. I don't think I'll play that team though. I'll try something else a little different. Let's play with this team. I really like this team. It's actually done really well. It's gone 9-0, which is really surprising. I don't think that these pets are all that great. I mean, Primal Cry is really strong, but that's really the only strong move I think I have on this team. Like, you know, Deep Freeze is nice with, it's called Blizzard. It's a nice combo. But honestly, I think the Kunlai run is a better version of Whomper, just because you can spam your slow, whereas, you know, Flash Freeze has a cooldown, so if they avoid it, or just swap, then there's no way for you to reapply it until the cooldown's back up. But I do like the fact that this team has 2 ways to slow your enemy. And it has decent coverage. You know, you have aquatic damage to deal with elementals if, you know, your mechanical runs into those, and then also the Leviathan Hatchling just kind of brings this team together nicely, because if you run into undead damage, then he can soak that to cover for Whomper. So don't think this win streak will continue forever, but I have been having a lot of success with this team, and it's a lot of fun to play. You don't usually see Ion Cannon in PvP pet battles. Might play with this team for my last game, depending on what's queuing. I haven't tried it yet, but I just bought both of these pets, and I think that the helpful Glimmerfly actually looks really strong. A bird with a dodge and then a dazzling dance is, you know, pretty nice. And speed is really good. This pet is really just underwhelming because of its speed. It's so slow. Even with dazzling dance, I think it's only like 306 or maybe 307 if it rounds up. I can't remember. Speed really is kind of super important for its moveset. I mean, you could probably run Warning Squawk, and honestly that'll probably do better than Hammer, just because that's really only a useful move if you're faster. And it doesn't hit very hard either. But obviously I just bought it for Barrier Projector because that's one of the best counters to pets like Anomalous, just AoE in general. It's a really good ability for countering AoE. It's like a shell armor, but AoE, and it's kind of overpowered since it's only a 4-round cooldown, so I'm curious to try this pet out, see if I can come up with any strong teams. Most likely the best team would be something like Infinite Hatchling, so that you can Temporal Anomaly, because that will help you outspeed a couple more pets than Dazzling Dance, and then probably throwing in I'm trying to think here, a Rain Dance user that has Dazzling Dance, like the Left Shark or something. It's hard to say. I mean, Jameis Dance is probably a safer bet. Just making sure the queue isn't bugged. Jameis Dance is probably a safer bet just because it brings extra AoE and a weather changer. Like, having a weather changer is so important in Shadowlands. A lot of my favorite teams I just can't queue, because if I queue into Sandstorm, they will just lose, basically by default. Honestly, not even just Sandstorm, like Darkness really does well. Toxic Fumes is really good. Alright, Rematch. So this is going to be tough. He started with his Death Adder last time. I think my best bet, no matter what he brings in, I don't know, if he brings in Anomalous, obviously my Leviathan Hatchling isn't going to do great. But I'm going to start with Leviathan Hatchling just to see. Alright, we're going to get this dot rolling immediately. It will have an extra turn, which is kind of nice, but unfortunately I am weak to Anomalous, so let's go for a Primal Cry, and then I'll probably have to swap. Most likely my best bet is to bring in the Mechanical Yeti, because I'll take weak damage from his Corrosion. I think he's going to stay in since he has a dot. Not sure if I want to change that weather on him. Let me see. I am faster than all of his pets, which is really nice. If I change his weather, it'll actually buff his damage, which I'm not kind of super thrilled about. So I'm going to go for Metal Fist instead. I have the slow for 2 more turns. It'll be 1 more turn after he's dead. Should I go for the weather now? I don't think so. I think I should go for Metal Fist now. I'll probably bring in his Wicked Soul. That's what I would guess. Yeah, alright. Let's see here. Should I bring in the Leviathan Hatchling? Thinking... I don't want that toxic gas out because he can just go for Puncture Wound and do a lot of damage. So I think I will do this. I'm going to go for a Call Blizzard. And then my Mechanical Yeti might still be useful with an Ion Cannon later, so we're going to go ahead and bring in the Leviathan Hatchling. He's going to go for a Haunt, and he'll almost certainly blind me, so I don't want to go for Primal Cry. I'm going to go for a... let's see. I'm just going to go for a Poison Spit. Yeah, I figured the blind was coming. I'm not going to die to Haunt, it is weak damage, but if he goes for a Puncture Wound, let's see, that's going to be 500. I can't actually do the math, but I'm pretty sure I die if I stay in, so I'm going to have to swap. I'll bring in Womper, and I can actually slow him with Flash Freeze, so that's pretty nice. Haunt's still going, so yeah, we can just go for the Flash Freeze. He doesn't have a blind. It's nice that my damage is buffed by 25%. That's a really nice bit of synergy here, and I actually just really wish I had Punch, but obviously I like having damage diversity. I think he's going to swap and heal. I kind of want to just go for damage, I think, because I'm just going to die to this dot on the back line. If he goes for the heal, I'm just going to do damage. Okay, cool. So he went for damage and killed me. I think I would have just died, actually, to the poison, so I think the better play was realistically just to go for the heal, but it's okay. We'll bring him Leviathan Hatchling. This is looking pretty good, honestly, I think. I mean, I'm really low health, but I think I'm doing well. He's probably going to heal. If I was him, I would probably press my heal, so I'm going to predict that and go for a Tail Slap. We didn't quite kill him, but we could have, and that would have been nice. We'll go ahead and Primal Cry. That'll slow his Rose Typing on the backline and activate his Racial. And I think it's game over. Again, a very close battle. But, we got the win. Leviathan Hatchling for the win. Primal Cry is just such a good ability. Alright. Well, with an Anomalous in the meta, I don't really think too much about countering Anomalous, but if that's the only guy queuing, I I don't know. Would this team actually do well against him? It might not do that bad. I don't think it'll do well. But, I mean, I wouldn't have the worst matchup. I can always, you know, throw up Barrier Projector if he has Anomalous and, you know, basically counter all of his AoE. The knockoff Blingtron with Dazzling Dance is going to really do well against his Snake. So, that's actually a decent matchup. The big problem is actually the Wicked Soul. I don't actually run into that much, but, you know, when I do, I respect it. It's always been a good pet. It's been nerfed a lot, but, you know, since I'm running a humanoid and no aquatic, he might have me here. Let's see. This is going to be really important to just try to figure out what he's going to start with. He can kind of start with whatever with this team. But fortunately, so can I. I think I want to... if he starts with Anomalous, I don't really want to start with my Glimmerfly. I'm going to start with the knockoff Blingtron. I think that's the safest thing. I can just go for a Booby Trap Presence here in case he haunts, and he's probably going to have to eat that with Anomalous, so I think that was a good trade. Yeah, he had to do that, so we'll go ahead and go for a Make It Rain. We want to kill this Anomalous ASAP. And we can kill him with a Smack That, but I think the better move is actually just to bring in the Steward Featherling and go for Barrier Projector on his AoE. We'll just kind of let her Make It Rain do its thing while we're taking no AoE damage. And we'll take a lot right now, but now we'll start mitigating that haunt damage and just kind of totally counter that Poison Protocol. And yeah, he can't do anything to us right now. He might save his Anomalous for later, but I don't think it'll matter because we have Dazzling Dance. I'm going to go for damage while I have Barrier Projector up. Alright, he's going to bring in the Snake. I think the best thing I can do is probably bring in the Glimmerfly. He's going to blind us, which is fine. I wasn't really planning to attack. I'm going to either dodge or Dazzling Dance. I think the safest thing is to just dodge. Okay, and he predicted that, so that's okay. We'll go for Dazzling Dance now. And that'll give us a huge advantage. I won't be faster than his Rose Typin, but I will be faster than his Anomalous with my Steward Featherling. Yeah, 306 speed. He doesn't have Haunt quite yet. I'm wondering if I should swap to the Blingtron, maybe. I think so. I'm feeling like that's the play. We lost our Racial, but we can get out of Minefield. He might try to blind it, so we're definitely not going to stay in and let him do that. I feel a blind coming, so I'm going to bring in my Glimmerfly to eat that. Yeah. And now he's probably going to predict a dodge, so I could go for damage. But he does have Minefield out, so maybe he'll go for damage. This is a big mind game. I think I'm going to go with playing it safe again and just going for the dodge. Didn't really expect him to do that, but it's okay. I've dodged, and I already have 5 rounds of Dazzling Dance, so I think I'll just go for damage here. He's probably going to haunt me. So, I can eat the haunt with my Blingtron. If he goes for it. Does he go for the haunt? I think he will. He did. Okay, cool. So now, we can hit him with either a guaranteed smack that or an RNG make it rain. I feel like I need the make it rain because even if I don't land them all, which I totally did, so that's more damage, which is more valuable, but also I have that dot rolling, which is really great because I can take advantage of that dot with things like barrier projector and my dodge. So I probably actually just want to bring in the Steward Featherling just because I have such a bad matchup against the Wicked Soul. I'm going to get this on cooldown immediately. He might blind us. And if he does, that's okay. If he does, though, I kind of want to be on my Glimmerfly. But it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go for... this for the strong damage. He blinded me anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, fortunately, Barrier Projector will protect me no matter who I am on, so I may as well go ahead and swap in my Glimmerfly. Glimmerfly is definitely my MVP. Okay, so he's probably gotten used to the pattern of me dodging as soon as I come in, so he's almost certainly going to bring in his Wicked Soul. So I'm going to go for Arcane Blast. And we'll take him out with another Arcane Blast. I think the Glimmerfly is just too good against his team. Because his team has a lot of speed on it, and I'm just able to outspeed him. So, he has nothing to do except attack, so we'll just dodge. We just have to take out the Rose type in slowly but surely. May as well attack it while we have dodge up. Now, yeah, I'm 314 speed, so once I lose my racial, I will be slower than him, but he's dead. Cool, we got him. All right. Looks like there's only one guy queuing, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I don't have a whole lot of fun personally fighting, you know, Anomalous over and over and over again, but I've got 3 wins against him. If I really wanted to counter him, I could just play like a super tryhard Sandstorm team. So getting wins against him without using a Sandstorm is always cool. So I'll call it there. I had a lot of fun, honestly, considering what I was queuing into. Kind of surprised I beat him with this team. This team, like I said, it's done surprisingly well for me, and I think it just largely boils down to how good Primal Cry is. I mean, you can pretty much have just about any other moves on a pet with Primal Cry, and you'll be able to have some success with it because it's just so good. It's AoE, it's a slow, and yeah, there's a reason Discodoggy really likes the little Leviathan hatchling. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out, y'all.